Thank you for joining us for Pet Connect. I'm Tara Douglas. We have a lot going on in the animal rescue world this week and as we did last week. So I just want to make sure that we get some announcements out there. We still have our cheesecake fundraiser going on with Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill. The profit for all of these sales goes directly to feral dogs. And with that, we've got 3 different types of cheesecakes. We have a turtle cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake. We also have a Reese's cheesecake. Those are $45 each. And we also have a little sampler platter that's new this year that's $25. And then you can get a dozen chocolate dip and decorated strawberries for $30. So make sure that you get those orders in. They are, you can send those orders in until the 7th. So we're getting down to the last few days of this fundraiser. So please help support Feral Dogs so that we can raise some money to help all of these homeless pets in this area. And then we also are continuing with the Heartworm fundraiser. We have 2 things going on right now. So with the Heartworm fundraiser, it's the I Help to Shelter Dog's Heart. There are so many local businesses that are helping to support this. Miss Joan Morris has been pounding the pavement out there, going to all kinds of places. She brought me a list yesterday, and we now have so many businesses that are helping that it'll be hard for me to name everyone. But basically, go out and support your local businesses. And when you're in there, see if you see a spot where you can donate to help a shelter dog with heartworm treatment. We have so many dogs that come into the shelter with heartworms, and this is a way that we can raise the funds to get them treated so that they can be adopted, or we can send them to some of our rescues and they can get adopted in another state. So go check it out when you're in banks, restaurants, local shops, and we have just a huge amount of support for this. So we hope to raise enough money to get several of the dogs at the shelter treated. And also, we'll have a little Coosa County picture come up here. Coosa County Animal Shelter is up and running now. They had a wonderful open house on Saturday. I was able to go by there and see their facility. They have a beautiful facility, and it's a much needed facility there in Coosa County. So if you get a chance, go by there, talk to them, check it out. And they need support also. So anything that you can do to help support them. I did talk to Debbie Hill while I was there, and she said that they were in need of puppy food. So if you have some puppy food to drop off, and their first dog that was surrendered to them on Monday is a pregnant female lab mix. She's a beautiful chocolate lab, and so she's about to have some puppies. So at some point soon, they're going to need some puppy food there. But make sure to go out and support them and follow them on Facebook so that you can see all the wonderful things that are happening there. And then one other thing we have coming up, we've got an adoption event at PetSense. So this is Saturday, February 4th from 9 to 2. And this is going to lead into talking to my guest today, because that is actually a picture of one of her kittens she's fostering up there. So Brandy Glaze, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Brandy is one of our best fosters with Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill, and I say that because she fostered one of our cats that we have. So I'm excited to talk to you today.
Yes, I'm excited to be here.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm married to my best friend. We live out kind of in the country, so we have tons of animals. I'm a huge animal lover. So we've got like our normal dogs, cats, then we have goats, pigs, chickens, and a horse. So we're trying to grow, but we have 6 dogs and 5 cats, and all are rescues or have been adopted from shelters or foster fails. We have a few foster fails. But really, we love to foster and help volunteer when we can. We foster both puppies and kittens. Right now, we have a partially blind puppy named Maggie. She is super duper sweet. And then I also have a litter of 4 kittens, which you saw on the advertisement for the adoption. Felix is one of those, and he's probably my favorite out of them. He's super sweet, super loving.
So how did you get into fostering?
We started, this is our 5th year, and we started, we adopted a couple of dogs from Sylacauga Animal Shelter, and we would go by and like drop supplies off and everything when needed. And we started out, well actually this is our 6th year. We started out with like a little Chihuahua mix Connie had coming in, and they didn't have anywhere for it to go. So we took it, and of course we both got super attached, and Will cried like a baby when it left. And like that kind of broke hearts a little bit. So we waited a while, and it was probably honestly like a year later. We just, I don't know, had it on our hearts, you know, to help out where we could. And to me, fostering is one of the best ways that you can help and support your shelter and rescue. We've fostered tons of puppies that have went to wonderful homes out of state. You meet a lot of different people. We've made a lot of friends, and it's really fun. We started fostering kittens. This is our 2nd year. I wish we had done it sooner because they are so fun to watch. And they're a little easier because they're kind of more independent than puppies, but yes, it's been very rewarding.
And you can tell you and Will love it, because when we
yeah.
got our cat from you, Lita, you had a whole room full of kittens where they were playing, and Will had built castles and all kinds of things for them. And we got some pictures of the kittens up right now.
That is Patricia, and Will calls her Patty Mayonnaise.
Okay.
She is very, very sweet. And what's crazy about this litter, there's 3 orange kittens, and 2 of them are females, which is kind of a rare thing. With the majority of orange kittens are males.
And that's Felix right there, isn't it?
Yes.
He's the star of the...
He is the star. I love those super long whiskers. He is a sweetheart.
And all of these kittens that the pictures will be up there, they're going to be at PetSense this Saturday?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll be there with them.
Yes.
I know Brandy is often at the cat adoption events we have at PetSense, and you usually have some wonderful kittens there ready to go to homes.
They're extremely social. They're wonderful. And we also, like, our last litter we foster failed.
Okay.
Eddie, he's like my soul cat. He's my baby. And he loves these kittens. I don't know if it's just like he loves going back in the kitty room to like play with all the toys and everything, but as soon as he hears us open the door, he's like right there.
He's right there.
And runs in, and like they crawl all over and wrestle and chase each other. It's so cute.
Now, just to talk a little bit about the fosters, I'm going to have a few fosters on the show coming up in the next month or so, because it's so important for us to have a foster system.
Yes.
I was able to be at the airport on Saturday morning. We had 11 puppies that left on a flight to go to Florida, and there were several fosters that were there that brought the puppies that they had been fostering. And it's a lot of fun to see what that accomplishes, and you know, it's just amazing.
I have a lot of the rescues, like they'll reach out and share their adoption pictures and everything. So I mean, sometimes you get attached, and it's hard to let go. But once you see like the adoption photos with their new families, and it makes it all worth it. It's very, very rewarding, and you're not only saving their lives, but you're also opening up another space for, you know, a stray or something that's coming into the shelter. So really you're saving 2 lives.
And the foster system with feral dogs, talk a little bit about how that works, about your experience with it, because I know someone out there may be thinking about fostering, but they just don't know what to expect with it.
Really, all you have to do is just reach out to the feral dogs of Avondale Mills and just let them know you want to foster. You can foster puppies, you can foster senior dogs, you know, cats, whatever age. Like if you have a preference, you can do like a single puppy, or if you feel like you want to take on a litter or half of a litter, you can do that as well. But all the supplies are given to you. We have at Mutt Cuts, Jeff and Missy normally keep the puppy supplies and everything there, and the kitten, and then also Terry Brooks keeps supplies at her house as well. So, you know, anything you need, food, puppy pads, litter, toys, medicine, you know, anything you need is provided. So all you're having to do is provide a safe, loving place for them to stay, and, you know, kind of spoil them a little bit, and that it makes it so much easier to get them adopted because they're in a home environment. They're learning how most of these have never been in a house or anything at all. They're just, been living outside on the streets. So getting them used to that home environment, and you can also potty train or teach them, basic commands and stuff. If you have kids, it's wonderful to do puppies. If you have kids, just getting them exposed to different things really helps when they go to the rescues to find them a home. And a lot of them will already have a home before they even leave. They go ahead and post them and get the word out, and then they have adopters already step up. So it makes it a lot easier.
Absolutely, and we always need more fosters because
Yes.
unfortunately there's
Especially now, the past 2 years has been crazy. I've never seen as many puppies and kittens come in as we have, even during the off season. I mean, it's been nonstop.
And we sell the spay and neuter vouchers, and that has been very successful, but we
Yes.
wouldn't need fosters like you if we spayed and neutered the cats and
Yes,
dogs in this
that
area. So
is-
that is
that's the
always
only
number
way.
one. But we appreciate the fosters, and we always need more fosters because right now, unfortunately, there's no shortage of puppies and kittens
Right.
in this area. No shortage of animals that need
And-
help, and the shelter's full. So
Right,
it's
they're
fosters like you
overcrowded.
that can help us with that.
Yes.
We appreciate it. Now, before we go, I was talking about the cheesecake fundraiser,
Yes.
and Brandy said that those cheesecakes are the best in the world.
They are the best. I'm not a cheesecake person. They are the best cheesecake I've ever had. Normally we get the strawberry. We're going to try the turtle this year, but they are good. Homemade, made from scratch. And it's for a good cause. You're supporting the rescue, and you're helping provide funds for, medications and heartworm treatments and all of that sort. So it's for a wonderful cause, and it's great cheesecake, so it's win-win.
And you can send in your orders through Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill Facebook page, or you can also message Mitzi Martin. And let's make sure that we make this the most successful cheesecake
Yes.
sale that we've had yet. And again, there's so many ways to volunteer. I have to also remind everyone that we walk dogs every Saturday at 11 at the Sylacauga Animal Shelter. So that's another option for you. And we have so many different ways that you can volunteer, and we appreciate everything the community's been doing. And we will see you next week, and we'll have more Daybreak after these messages.